We open with something ominous, a box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
And if you know Mission Impossible, you know that a box means only one thing. Bomb box. No one has ever opened a box in this franchise and been like, hey, I've been looking for this hoodie. It's always bad news inside the box. Cut to the next big clue. Sled dogs. Because obviously we're going to the furthest most parts of the world, which means Ethan Hunt is about to do a cool action sequence in the snow. If I had to bet, he's probably gonna jump off an iceberg or something. Also, as an educated guess, he's probably looking for the submarine where the entity's main server is located. This definitely looks like a Mission Impossible submarine AI server room. The entity destroyed the sub at the beginning of the last movie, so as a guess, I'm gonna say that the only place to kill the entity is in this submarine that's under the ice in this extremely cold place. As proof, later on in the trailer, it looks like Ethan isn't able to make his breath hold and Grace has to swim down to help. Not to mention him climbing into this submarine. But what happened to his suit is the big question. It looks like he gets in a fight when he gets to the submarine. Comment below, wrong answers only. Also, imagine going to where AI lives. Would it feel underwhelming, or do you think that it'll have turrets and laser defenses? We see some more running, and hey, as a franchise, they're certainly not running from it. You get it?
This sucks.
We see a flashback to the knife that he left in the first Mission Impossible movie. Back when Ethan would just crush up light bulbs and we thought that that was genius level spy work. It seems Final Reckoning is leaning heavily into Ethan's past, which makes sense considering that we've had 7 movies of betrayals that end in explosions. But with Ethan Hunt, these explosions always become personal. And with the return of old allies or former enemies, and we don't really know what Ethan was doing before the IMF. I mean, Mission Impossible 1 was 28 years ago, and the last movie reached back further than that to before Ethan was even in the IMF.
Everything you've done has come to this.
Okay, that was a bit dramatic, but this franchise always is, and I guess an impossible mission inherently is dramatic.
Should he choose to accept?
Ethan has the key that unlocks the entity's server room. Yes, this weird Knights Templar key controls the most high-tech AI ever created. It's funny we mention the past because this movie seems to want to play on the idea that the entity is connected to anything with Wi-Fi. That explains these older planes. I mean, these planes were originally designed in the 1930s, so they're entity-proof. So needless to say, Ethan is going to be kicking it old school for this final fight.